Good morning, ladies. Today is such an exciting day. Thank you for joining me. What they have planned for today is amazing. Hello, my name is Tina Kavrgich. I'm a Canadian independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, and I'm so glad you are able to join me today. Uh, Today is October the 4th, and they have quite a few Stampin' Up! Great things going on today. So much going on. I can't believe it. What a day. First of all, let's get started. This month, we are going to be focusing on Joyful Flurries. This is a bundle, and a bundle consists of these are the Stampin' Up! Dies that come with this. So there are dies of snowflakes that cut out the stamp set here. So we are focusing for the whole month of October on Joyful Flurries. Now there are going to be a lot of great stuff we are going to be making with this. I love this set. I love snowflakes. I don't know about you. I love snowflakes so much. If you are living in Canada and would like a catalog, these stamp sets come from actually the mini catalog here on page 19. Now, the bundle comes to $69.25. What a deal. It is actually a really good deal. One thing is, when you buy a bundle, you get 10% off. So that is important to remember. So always consider buying a bundle. A bundle is fantastic. So you get the stamp set and the dies together for 10% off. The reason I'm focusing on that is because today, for the month of October, they are offering an extra bonus on the starter kit. Now, if you've never tried a starter kit, it is absolutely fantastic. So for the month of October, you can join my team and get the starter kit for $200. You get to choose $206 worth of anything from either the mini catalog, which is this one, or the annual catalog. But you only pay $135, and there is no taxes on that and no shipping costs. So those are really good ways to, if you want to start building your crafting supplies, that's the great way to do it. Now, I've been asked a few times, if you've been a demonstrator in the past, you can actually get the starter kit again. So you can sign up. Say you were a demonstrator and you dropped and you changed your mind and you just decided not to get it. You can join again. So make sure that you join with me. I have a lot of fun events, activities, outings. We do a lot of stuff. I have a very active team, so you want to join with me if you're located anywhere in Canada. It doesn't matter where you are. If you're local, that's great. If you're not, that's okay too. The reason I talk about the bundle is because when you choose the items for your starter kit, you want to get anything that's in a bundle. So a stamp set and a die, because it saves you 10%. The ink pads, so they have ink pad families, so you can get all the ink pads for 10% off that. What else is there? There are other things. Stampin' Blocks are really good because you get 10% off that. The reason I'm stressing that is because when you choose those items in your starter kit, you get that much more. So you're going to get even more than $206 worth of product. Choose a bundle. That's always the best way. If you're just starting out, make sure that you choose a variety pack of cardstock, okay, from the catalog. That's always good too, because you get a little bit of colors from everything. So you want to do that. So you want to have a variety of colors. Choose your favorite colors that are in a family, and one of the top ones are like the neutrals or the in colors. You want to choose that to add to your stuff. What else is a tip? I wanted to give you a few tips. When you look at adding to your starter kit, you want to get a really good trimmer. Okay, a good trimmer is a big thing. Now the Stampin' Up one it's a wide Stampin' Up trimmer. It's wide, you can cut 6 by 6, fantastic. It's got a cutting and a scoring blade, so that's a good item. If you don't have a trimmer, add that to your starter kit. So there are really some good strategies on building a starter kit. Comment below if you're interested and you live in Canada. I'd be happy to help you because there are strategies to get even more from the starter kit than just choosing basic stamp sets and stuff like that. So you want to do that. So that's one thing. So that is for the month of October. October 4th, starting today, until the 31st, which is Halloween. What a great treat in your trick-or-treat bag. Grab the starter kit. Okay, no shipping, no taxes on the starter kit. Big deal. That's a big deal. Plus, you get extra things in there. So choose $206 worth of goodies. Don't go over. Okay. There are strategies to get even more in your starter kit than that. So connect with me and I will help you. If you have a question, you can always email me at northernstamper@gmail.com. So if you're in Canada, that's the way to go. So don't forget to choose joining my team. We have a lot of activities where I'm a very, very active team member group. Moving forward, Stampin' Up! Year starts in October, so I've been thinking, what am I going to do from this point forward? And I'm going to be definitely focusing on my team. That is where I'm going to put all my energy, so that you want that. So that's one thing. What else have they got? They have got, and it just flew out of my mind, hold on. If you're a demonstrator, also if you want, they have a new bundle coming out 1 month early. You can choose that in your starter kit. That's one thing out. Oh, today is free shipping. If you don't want the starter kit, that is totally okay. One of the best things to do today, you can order anything. If it's only like $10 or it's $1,000, there is no shipping charge today. So November the 4th, you can order with me. No shipping charge on anything. Actually, Stampin' Up! Is offering on $100 or more when you place your order. But if you order directly with me, because you're my friends, let's talk and I'll get you a deal on that. Okay? So there's no shipping today on many orders over $100. So, but think about it. If you're spending $100, you might as well get the starter kit, because the starter kit is only going to cost you $135. You get $206 plus more for only $135. So if you're at that $100 mark, considering grabbing the starter kit, why not? What have you got to lose? Anyways, that's another thing. I've got so much listed. It's listed below, all the links. Check it out. Okay, Joyful Flurries. That's enough of my spiel. We are going to make cards for the month of October with Joyful Flurries. So, what a great stamp set. Less than $70. Gotta tell you, love it. Okay, what you're going to need today is the package and that I shipped out to you today. So there it is in my little package. You want to grab that, and you want to find the one with the green card base. You want this one, and this color is a shaded spruce. You want, how exciting. I'm just so excited now. I'm throwing things around. You want the one with the shaded spruce. I've got a lot of great ideas for it for the month of October. You also want to get the shaded spruce DSP. And the coordinating, it's a piece of basic white. Okay? If you ordered the package, those are the items you're going to be looking for, along with some little ribbons. You want to get that. So it's a very, very simple card. I like to start out the month working simple and then moving into something that is more challenging. So you want to try that, okay? So get that, and the colors you're going to want to get for this card, we are using shaded spruce, so you want this one color. Okay, so you want to grab that. You can use black. Black works fine. That not a problem with that. So what I'm going to do is let's get you up onto the camera mount so we can get started on our cards. All right. Okay, ready? 1, 2, 3, let's go. Okay, there we go. Oops. Let's move it around. There we go. I'm just so excited. I just love making cards every week. Okay, so let's see. Make sure you're nice in the frame. And we'll move this up. Are you ready? Give me a thumbs up so that I know that you're ready. As I said, my name is Tina Kavrgich. You don't need to worry about that. northernstamper@gmail.com. Okay? You can always drop me an email there. Not a problem. So just remember, I have no idea what happened. It's a sunny day. I don't know what happened. I think the cat did come down, so maybe that was something with that. So I'm going to give it a few moments for people to check in and to find the page again. As I was saying, what we're going to do is follow through with some of the cards. We have our basic white, we have our designer series paper, we have our shaded spruce cardstock, and our shaded spruce ink pad. So comment below that you've been able to find the page again. I just wanted to make sure that everybody is there. And I do apologize. Sometimes it does happen. I don't know why, but it does happen. You know, technology nowadays. So hopefully you're able to check in again. I do apologize. I see there are some people here. So give me a thumbs up that you are ready to go. And I didn't want to move on until we're actually back on. So, all right. Thank you. Hi, Liz and Mary and Carol. Thank you very much for letting me know that you're there. So we're going to, like I said, make a very simple card. And usually what I like to do is I work from the easiest to the most difficult. And I forgot to mention in the kit what you want to find also. There is a piece of vellum that you want to use. So you want to grab the piece of vellum that is in the kit. We're going to be making some snowflakes out of that, and a scrap piece of basic white. Now I had cut out the items already because I have a boo-boo and I have some difficulties today working with my hands. I was doing some work yesterday and I got that pinched in a door, so it is just my fingers aren't working that great. So unfortunately I'm not going to be making anything with a bow today. But what I wanted to do is pull out some of these dies. They are fantastic, and I wanted to talk a little bit about them. So these dies, when you look at the stamp set, some of the dies do cut out the snowflakes that are in here. That is a fantastic thing that goes on. I love that. There are a couple of snowflakes, and what we want to do is they are a couple of snowflakes, the smaller ones, this one in particular that you want to use. This one here, you want to use with a vellum. So while I'm giving a little chat, you might want to cut out. So you're going to take your vellum piece of that I've placed in there, and you want to take the smallest die and you want to run it through the cut and emboss machine. Okay, so you're going to do that. Actually, with vellum, what you can do is actually fold it over and cut 2 at a time. So that works really well. So what I did is I've already run it through, and you see I folded it over so I can cut 2 snowflakes at a time. Okay, so there's a couple here. So you want to cut a few out. So I don't know, maybe you want like 4 or 6. So you're going to cut a few of those out with the vellum. Now, I'm talking about the dies here. Now, when I ordered this set, I noticed that there were some other dies that were in here, and I was wondering, what the heck are these? You know, they're going to cut out great, but what I found out is when you cut these ones in particular, These leave an imprint in like the cardstock, and it doesn't completely cut out. So this is a really cool idea, which we're going to be using later in the month. So it leaves this piece of some of it left in the cardstock so that you can pull it up, and it's really, really like a very cool design. So 1, 2, and it's like 3, and then one of these smaller ones. They stay on the cardstock, and you just kind of lift it up, and it gives you a 3D effect. Very cool. So just a heads up that these don't cut out this shape, but it does cut out a lot of this, but it leaves it back in the cardstock. You want to cut out some, like I said, some vellum with the very smaller dies. Okay, so I've already done that. And you also want to cut out in your cardstock, your basic white cardstock, which is the scrap, you will want to cut out a sentiment tag. So there are 2 different sentiment tags. You want to take the larger one, or you know what, it's up to you, definitely, or the smaller one, and cut out at the same time that you're doing that is a sentiment tag. So you want to do that. All right. What you can also do is with this die, even though it is the same size, you want to cut a piece of that in the vellum. Okay, so you want to cut a piece of this in the vellum too. Now it's going to be hidden behind, so you can even, if you want to extend your supplies, just cut a piece off like that so that it kind of shows up above. Okay, those are just some ideas. So as I said, the dies cut out the snowflakes. We will use that later in the month. Okay, so what we're going to do, now that you've had a chance to cut out some small little vellum snowflakes, also cut out a piece of a basic white for your sentiment, and if you want a shadow piece in the vellum for that also from the sentiment. So give me a thumbs up when you have that all done. So you got all your pieces all ready. What we're going to do is we are going to place these aside, and we're going to use our ink pad, and we're going to use some of the stamps that are in the stamp set. So let's get that started. I'm going to put those off to the side. I need the card base because that's where we're going to stamp. We're going to stamp on the front, and I'm going to use the same color, shaded spruce. Okay. And what we're going to do is I'm actually going to use a combination between these 2 smaller snowflakes, actually maybe these 3, and this really tiny one here. I'm going to be doing tone on tone. If you want, if you don't have shaded spruce, you can definitely use any other color that you want. It will definitely turn out like black. That works fine. So I've got that on the block. And let's do a couple of more on the block. I love these little blocks. Now this little tiny one is a size A. You might want to grab that too in your starter kit. Okay, so I have my stamps all set up, and that's what we're going to use. Okay, let's pop open our shaded spruce. And I'm going to be starting with one of the little snowflakes. So I've already got this folded because what we're going to do is we will definitely be stamping off part of the card. So what I want to do is my first stamp I'm going to place straight up and down on the top right area. I'm going to have a couple there and kind of move them off. So you can see it's a lovely tone on tone color, and I'm going to be stamping off some of the cardstock. So there's a bit of a boo-boo. I can fix that. Now that is just because it's very heavy on the ink and I may have rocked it. That's okay, it happens. So what I'm going to do is actually I'm going to stick with this one and the smaller one. And the smaller one I'm going to place in between, tone on tone, again kind of falling off in between. So it goes like so, all the way across the card front. Very quick, very easy. Lots of fun to do. Okay, so there we go. I guess I could add some more if I want, but Let's see. Okay, there we go. 2 different snowflakes. You can use 3. It's up to you. It's your card. There is nothing wrong with that at all. Okay, so I have that, and what I'm going to do is, because I have the ink out already, I'm actually going to bring into my sentiment, and I'm going to place my sentiment on my little tag. And I'm going to choose one that I think is going to look really, really nice. So first of all, I'm going to take it and lay it across just to make sure that it fits. That's one way to find out if a sentiment fits on your tag. And it does. And so let's pop that on a block. Okay, again, oops. Okay, a little bit of a boo-boo there, fell off. There we go, ink it up. And let's get that stamped onto the sentiment. Oops, it's a little crooked. That's okay. Let's flip this guy over and double check. There we go, much better. Ah, wonderful, wonderful. Okay, we have them all stamped. Now we're going to be doing some gluing. So let's bring back in our designer series paper and our basic white. So you'll notice that the designer series paper fits right on top of that white. Okay, so there we go. Let's glue that down. Pop that on there. Now, I know snowflakes aren't green, but I just love this color, and what really got me started was choosing it from the designer series paper, and I thought, oh, it ends up to be a very lovely card. Now, we want to wrap our ribbon before we add it down, so let's get our ribbon. Now, I added 2 different kinds, so there's that sparkly kind, and then there's this thicker ribbon. And we're going to be using them both. So what I want to do is to take the sparkly ribbon, and I'm going to add it around to the back. Take that down, bring it around, and oops, there we go. It's a little long, so let's cut off the excess. Tape it down, and I'm going to do the exact same thing with the thicker cord. So I'm using 2 different pieces of ribbon. Who says you can't use 2 pieces of ribbon on a card? I love it because I think it adds that sparkle to it reminds me of the sparkle in a snowflake. Okay, so we've added that. Now, because the ribbon cord is much thicker, I'm going to be adding that down with dimensionals. Okay, if I add it flat down, it may kind of warp the paper anyway, so we'll just kind of add some dimensionals to give it some space. Okay, here we go. Add some dimensionals to the back there. And we're going to put it on the front of the card, roughly about the left side. Okay, going to pop that on there. There we go. Looks good. Okay, looking good there, huh? I think it's coming together. Now, let's take a look. Let's add some of those little pieces of vellum snowflakes that we had. There we go. Pop them on. And what I'm going to do is add them down with a little bit of glue dots. And I'm going to put it right in the back in the center. And on top of that, I will add an embellishment to kind of hide that little glue dot. Because sometimes with vellum, it does peek through that you'll see the glue. Okay, so when you use the glue dots for this, you want to kind of roll it up into a little ball and place it in the center. Okay, I'm going to fold that over and just add it on. Okay, and I'm going to do that for a few of these guys. Roll it up. There we go. Are you still with me? Give me a thumbs up, hopefully. There we go. It's all coming together. And one more. I'm going to place this one right on the DSP. So though it gets a little lost. Oh, actually, that's where the sentiment's going to go. Let's lift that up carefully and just kind of move that up here. There we go. Okay, so you see a bit of the glue, but we will cover that with some embellishments, which, there we go. Let's see, should we do the gold? We got gold, no. Silver, actually I think the silver is going to look really good. And I'm going to place that right on top to kind of hide that glue. And it will just look like a little bit of a shadow on that. So we'll just add that. Okay. There we go. And a little bit more. This one on the bottom. So it looks like the little glue dot is kind of more of a shadow as opposed to like a little glue dot. Okay, so we have that all done. The last thing we need to do, oh, there's two things. Where did that ribbon go? I'm going to add that extra piece of ribbon. Got my sentiment. Add some dimensionals. Now, if you want, you can always add vellum behind the sentiment, and I'll show you the original card that I started. This one I am not doing with vellum behind, but that's okay. And I'm going to place that right across. There we go. Add this and a little knot. And there we go. Looks fantastic. Lovely. All sparkly. There we go. Pretty simple. Like I said, very, very simple card. And there it's done. My goodness. Now, you want the one with the vellum behind it? There you go. There's a little piece of vellum off to the side. Same size, just offset it. Okay, so we have the two there. Very simple card. This is a great card to use for a little bit of DSP. Maximum, it is a fantastic looking card. Give it a try with some other designer series papers. I'd love to see what you've come up with. Okay, there we go. I want to say a proper goodbye, so don't go away. Off we go. There we go. Hello. So, what did you think about that? Love the card, and if you have any questions, please comment below. I would be happy to help you. Don't forget, free shipping today on over $100 from Stampin' Up. Order with me, and I'll give you free shipping between the $100. Oh, I'm just like that. Don't forget, join my team and grab the starter kit, $206, but pay only $135. What else is there? Oh my goodness, there's a couple of other things. I've posted them above or below. You don't want to miss it. Stampin' Up has got so much going on. I gotta tell you, and along with myself, we've got a lot of great stuff coming up. So you want to be part of it, and I'll see you next Tuesday with another Stampin' Up card using the Joyful Flurry. Definitely make sure you grab this because I got a ton of cards that you're going to love. All right, I'll see you next time. Have a great day.